Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I can feel it in the air. Of course, I'm talking about the Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up with our engineer, Ace Cosby. Chicks over there, there's Josh, I'm Tom. That's Pat Godwin on the guitar and piano over there. And Christy Lee, of course, womaning the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Now, I mentioned Ace Cosby. Ace, of course, a huge Kiss fan, as am I. And Ace also is known for his way around a joke, which is why we're about to hear this.
Ace Cosby.
What is this, a joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
What do you find between Godzilla's toes?
I don't know. What?
Slow runners.
What?
Slow runners.
Oh.
It's quite literal.
Yeah, it is.
Not a lot of
I like it.
motion.
What he did.
I like it.
I like that, Ace. Thank you very much.
We were all thinking some sort of jam.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking that too.
Some toe jam.
Godzilla,
No.
huh?
It's
Well
just
done.
Slow runners, you see. Thank you, Ace Cosby. Now,
That's okay. They're not paying attention. over
speaking
there.
of runners, we've got to get an update in our poll.
Oh, jeez.
Do you know who Rosie Ruiz was? I'm sure. In the sports
She
news,
passed away, in
sports
case you're
news.
just joining us.
News today.
Killed by Godzilla.
Once again.
Yep. She was a slow runner.
Yeah. She was sitting in a cab. Got crushed.
Right. Once again, Rosie Ruiz, famous for cheating in the Boston Marathon, one of the most famous cheats right now. 72% of our audience aware of who Rosie was.
That's not true. It's got to be the opposite.
Yes, it is the opposite. I was just fully aware that, 72% had no idea who Rosie Ruiz was, but it's important to know. She famously cheated in the Boston Marathon, was declared the winner in about a week or so
Important
later.
to know.
And what do we know?
Really doesn't
Cheaters
affect her
never
life at
win.
all.
Yes.
No, important to know. It's important to know that she cheated on the Boston Marathon and now she's dead.
And we found out
It's an important death.
Cheaters never win.
And when the cops showed up with the body lying there in Florida, said, well, you can cheat at the Boston Marathon, but you can't cheat death.
Oh, my.
You really serious up there. You kind of scared me for a second.
What's that show? How long ago has that been off the air?
CSI
7
Miami.
years.
So it's been a while, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But it'll always live forever in our hearts.
The bad puns at the beginning.
Just a classic. Taking his sunglasses off or putting them on, whatever he decided to do.
What happened to him? Is he still crabby somewhere?
David Caruso?
He always seems so miserable.
He does. He was so great in NYPD Blue, and then just pulled a Shelley Long. And
The U.S. Department of Transportation is now allowing miniature horses to fly as service or / emotional support animals.
Ridiculous.
Trained miniature horses officially recognized now as legitimate service animals in the
telling you.
Americans with Disabilities Act. And the DOT allows them to fly in the cabin of
come
an
on.
airplane.
Gigantic deal. This is huge.
I am for this.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, I am.
Really? I want to see you get. You think the middle seat is bad? You get on an airplane, the guy next to you has his horse with him.
I think
Time out. Hold on. They did clarify.
I would want it to happen just to see it.
Me too.
They did
Absolutely.
clarify an airline can still reject the approved animal if considered too large, too dirty, or too dangerous.
If only they would start making those rules for people.
That would be good.
I'm sorry, sir, you're too dirty to fly. I am fully in favor of this.
Oh, my dogs are barking. Ooh.
I think you just base it on what books they're carrying. I'm sorry, sir.
Wait, it was last time somebody carried a book on an airplane.
Good point.
Oh, I do. I'm that guy.
I do too,
yeah.
but yeah.
You're right.
Look
though.
at me.
It's
I
rare.
read.
I mean,
I know.
this has really become completely ridiculous. So, what is the horse going to poop all over the
I'm sure they
Potentially,
know
but
your dogs don't.
road apples in the aisle?
Well, somebody can quickly pick those up.
We call them sky apples.
Don't they? Don't
wear
have
a
to
little bag.
Diapers or
Yeah.
something?
It doesn't matter. Then you've got literally horse manure on your plane.
Just saying.
I'd much rather be sitting next to some horse than some energy drink sales rep bathed in cologne.
I bet you wouldn't.
I promise you I would.
What's the difference between a horse crapping on a plane or a kid? Same thing.
Yeah, well,
It's a horse.
I'm just saying.
it's a miniature horse.
Well, it's a unicorn. The horn is removable, by the way, so he doesn't stab anybody.
Love to see a horse just drinking a Sprite, enjoying some pretzels.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my argument with this. Do you remember the time we had what was it called? A giant jack, that donkey? Dean, you remember this?
Mammoth Jack.
Mammoth Jack. This was the biggest donkey I've ever seen.
It was huge.
And gigantic. So we thought it would be funny to bring him into the building.
Big old wang on that thing?
We didn't think through. So we brought him into the building. We took him into the general manager's office. We thought this would be really hilarious. We got a picture of him behind the general manager's desk.
Sure.
Implying the general manager was a jackass.
Right.
You know, fun stuff.
But then he was in the building for whatever 10 minutes. Then we took him outside, and boy, were we lucky. The minute we got outside, he started to urinate.
Well, he was potty trained.
Have you ever seen
No, he
in,
wasn't.
some of the Scorsese movies where they open up the fire hydrant and let the water?
Sure, yeah.
Same
Hell's
thing.
Kitchen type deal.
Same thing.
It was an enormous amount of urine,
Yes,
and
it
was
was.
coming out. If he'd done that inside, they would have had to recarpet the whole wing. So
But his,
if you've got a miniature horse on an airplane and he starts to pee,
Remember when his Mammoth Jack made an appearance for the urination?
yeah, he also was literally hung like a donkey.
Yeah,
But about to do a second Ace Cosby joke of the day. It's our engineer, Ace Cosby. Looking forward to this, certainly. Comedian Gabe Kia hanging out with us. There's Pat Godwin back over there. That's Chick McGee across the way. Josh Arnold's over there.
Hi.
This is Tom speaking. The lady of the house is Christy Lee. She's outnumbered, but no one has as much quality in this room as Christy Lee. Certainly. It's,
What?
Certainly.
It's
When it comes to-
quality as a person. Deep,
Oh,
soulful.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
very nice of you.
Dignity.
Thank you. But I know
Yes,
you don't mean it, but that's okay. I
No,
appreciate
no.
it.
Sincerely. Yeah, we have, once again, Ace Cosby is our engineer, and Ace has been doubling up today, and he's promised a second.
Ace Cosby.
What is this, a joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
How much does the world's heaviest dumpling weigh?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, gosh, I have no idea.
Wonton?
Almost ruined it, Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
Godwin.
I apologize. I was so excited.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
Pat's like, I want to talk.
Wonton.
Very nice. Thank you, Ace.
Oh, that's a tough one to deliver, isn't it? You don't want to hit wonton too hard, but you can't go 1 ton too hard either.
No.
I believe we're talking
Ace,
about.
Ace nailed it.
Are we at the end of?
Yeah, I've got more to say about this. So the
Copies
all the nuance.
Christy Lee, once again at the beautiful Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What have you got?
Well, we have to hit today in history, August 12th, 1877.
Benjamin Franklin.
We sort of mentioned this
Benjamin
earlier
Franklin, long dead.
because it is National Vinyl Record Day because Thomas Edison completed the first model for the phonograph.
Tesla
on the
was.
state.
Yeah, who'd you steal that
Tesla
from?
Tesla made some CDs.
Yeah.
Send him over instructions on how to make a vinyl record on a CD. And
Wow. Who was the first person you supposed to make a dirty
what?
What?
recording?
Alexander Graham Bell. One of the blues ladies.
Oh, just filthy, wasn't he?
I
Yeah.
bet it is. Yeah.
One of the blues ladies, maybe?
I mean, because Alexander Graham Bell had the telephone thing, but
Billie
did he
Holiday
have the
or something?
recording? I mean, seriously, at what point did
I bet it was real early.
You think?
Yeah.
Mary had a little lamb, and then Bill Fister walked in?
Oh, look, the classic Bill Fister jokes. Sure. Sure. You have the farmer's daughter. There's this whole subsect of humor. All right.
Sorry.
What's wrong?
Little Billy Fister went
No,
to school.
seriously, there's something wrong. Between your brain
Go ahead,
and
Chris.
what's coming out of
I'm
your
just
mouth.
curious.
There's something very, very
You got your mother-in-law humor, your Bill Fister humor.
Now, for example, let me go back. What the first time? I mean, you have to wonder when the first porno was made. Josh, what?
Well, wasn't it?
they were
Well, that's
stank.
famous.
Josh,
right?
the historian.
Wasn't
pornos
a
is-
woman getting undressed or something? Isn't that famous?
Yes,
Like a history?
yes, there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, when they had that was the motion picture. But I mean, when they first had the,
So are they doing erotica on vinyl? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying when the camera was developed, whatever the earliest cameras were.
I stepped in a pile of shaving cream. Make you feel-
How many weeks was around before some guy went, psst?
Yeah.
Hey, I got Jugs Malone coming over this afternoon for a photo shoot.
Okay,
Wink,
so
wink.
there's Billy Fister and Jugs Malone.
Sure. Yeah, they were popular. They were the.
Now,
they were the.
we have a little bit of the
pioneers.
of Thomas Edison's early recordings right here.
do you?
Yeah, here we go.
Terrific.
These first words I spoke in the original porno. Mary had a tight little
Oh, gee. Yeah.
Wow.
No, Edison. Hey, Tom.
Whoa.
We got to maybe stick with that first one.
You don't catch Tesla doing stuff like that.
Hey,
Good
class, Tesla.
Can we hear that again, please? What
No.
Oh, we can.
No, we can't.
Lord. We can't hear it
It
again?
was beeped. We have Christy. I'm sorry. What else happened on this
He's worried
date?
about it.
I'm just glad my daughter's listening. That's all I know. I told her to
Gabe
listen.
Kia, of course.
On this date in 1927,
Benjamin Franklin.
Wings, one of the only two silent
Love that
films to
band.
win an Oscar
Paul McCartney.
an Oscar for Best Picture released.
Bette Midler.
The other film was
Oh, that turd a few years ago. With
It happened one
you
night.
can't answer.
that black and white thing.
The
Stars?
Artist.
Oh, the artist.
The artist.
Oh, the Artist.
That was in
a good movie.
2011.
That was a great movie.
The
In
only
what
two
way?
movies to win Oscars
The
for Best
little
Picture.
puppy dog
silent
who's
films.
dead now.
I love that movie.
I love that
did
movie too.
So
It
entertaining.
was like
Wonderful.
It was like studying for an exam.
Oh, Tom.
Joyful.
You're supposed to love this. Okay.
I was hoping Michael Bay would do something with it.
Have you seen Yesterday yet? Or you
No,
just gonna
don't
let
ruin it for me. I think it's already been
Well,
ruined.
it's too late for that. Pat's been at it. So
Okay, I'm sorry.
On this date in 1939, keeping with our movie theme, The Wizard of Oz premiered in Wisconsin.
Movie theaters? Oh, okay.
Huh? It was
No, in the
Wisconsin,
state of
You
Wisconsin,
think
which
they
I
would have
found
gone with either
surprising.
Hollywood or Kansas?
Kansas, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Kansas was mad.
Why
Where was it again?
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, how did Kansas lose that bidding?
Yeah,
Because
no joke.
L. Frank Baum was from Racine, Wisconsin.
Really?
No.
He could have been.
Here we
Do
go.
You know
It
he
says,
wasn't.
this is interesting. The actors who portrayed the Munchkins in the movie were paid less than Toto.
Well, they were at least paid half. Of
Well, and
They're a great band.
and Toto had a better year. So
They had Rosanna.
Toto was paid $125 a week. The Munchkins were paid $50 a week to work on the movie. Wow.
Man, that's good money.
Well, it may have been good money then, but I doubt if it
I
was.
know it's good money for Pat right now.
You making Munchkin money there, Pat?
Jealous? Jealous?
I could just find a little house.
Go ahead.
The largest T-Rex skeleton Sue was discovered on this date in 1990
Where
by
is-
Susan Hendrickson.
Is Sue on display anywhere?
She
Sorry
named-
to bother
I
everybody.
don't know.
She named it
I'm
after
thinking.
herself?
I don't know.
What's the question?
Sue, that T-Rex skeleton.
Oh, the one that they have together wrong? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, here we go. It was discovered by
Colorado?
Susan Hendrickson
Fake.
near Faith, South Dakota.
Sure it was.
South Dakota.
That's interesting. Discovered in 1990.
Sodak.
Sue's skeleton was 90% complete, and the bones are extremely well preserved.
Isn't that amazing?
Sure
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, sure it was.
Yeah, it's,
After a long legal battle, the U.S. Attorney's Office claimed Sue's bones had been seized from federal land and were therefore government property.
And it was all together.
This gets really complicated.
Just as
and
it
long.
appears.
Sue's skeleton
yesterday.
went on display at the Field Museum in May of 2000.
okay.
Is that in Chicago?
Where's the field?
That is
Doesn't
in
say. You're supposed to just know.
Williamsport.
It's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago. The Field Museum. Marshall
museum?
Fields. It's in Chicago.
Right.
Chicago.
Field
All
Museum's in
T-Rexes,
Chicago.
all T-Rexes had arrows through their head too. Did you know that?
T-Rexes had arrows through
Well,
their
they were
heads?
Steve Martin fans.
That's right.
Thank you.
They put their little hands together and clap and he'd come out.
Excuse me.
I'm not well.
Next.
Birthdays celebrating in 1887, Erwin Schrodinger. Who
Erwin
the hell
Allen.
is that?
Who let the cat out of the box?
Oh, this is that.
Oh, they hit the cat in the head
This
with
is
a hammer.
I have
cat.
no idea what you're
Sugar
talking
is
about.
box.
Is the cat in the box
Yeah.
alive? That whole thing.
In order to find out if the cat in the box is dead or alive, you have to open the box. But if you open the box, it'll
cat
affect
leaves.
Well, it's some.
Philosophical.
In fact, I had heard that
That
even
and
wasn't
Occam's
even
razor.
his
Yeah.
thing. That it was missing.
Well, I bet if they open up the box he's in right now, I bet he's still dead.
yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
Holding a hammer and a cat.
Okay.
Not a hammer.
Okay.
Born on this date in 1935, John Cazale. Cazale?
What a great actor.
Fredo from The Godfather.
No, he's a magician. At the end, he goes, Kazal!
How do you pronounce his name? I've never.
Kazale. I always say
Kazale?
Kazale.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what I said.
I know that he's famously every movie he was in was
Yep.
nominated for Best Picture.
Five movies.
True
five.
statement.
And he, Meryl Streep's love of her life.
He was in The
Gave her the high
Conversation, both Godfathers,
Deer Hunter.
Dog Day.
Dog Day Afternoon, and Deer Hunter.
Yep.
Terrific in Dog Day.
I think
He's
those
just
were
a
the
wonderful actor.
Those are the only movies he was ever in.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you know that Fredo, in the book, his character is named Al Fredo, but for the movie, they thought that was too silly, and so they cut that out.
Alfredo.
Well, in the movie, in the director's cut, he's actually named Alfredo with chicken.
That's right. That's right. And they went, I don't think this is tonally, this doesn't work. And so they trimmed it all out.
Yeah, they said, no,
Yeah.
the chicken thing.
Right.
Well, if you're going to do that, then just call him Fredo. And
Yeah, they
said,
they just went with Fredo. Yeah.
And
Al
there's-
Pacino is Fettuccino and the fettuccine.
This is all true.
This is really
It
ridiculous.
was going okay.
I totally screwed up.
Okay. Thanks.
Born on this date in 1949, guitar great Mark Knopfler.
Yay.
Dire Straits.
Yeah, great band. One of the great bands of all
I
time.
agree.
And he's terrific.
He is great. Born on this date in 1962,
I had to make some lyric changes recently. But,
Miss Cleo.
Yes, they did.
Miss Cleo, the psychic?
Yes,
On
do you
the
know what her
Psychic
real name is?
Psychic Network. Karen
Cleopatra
Wilson.
Jones.
Yori Del Harris.
Del Harris.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss. She's this. Didn't she lose some giant lawsuit?
Well, they sued her because she was lying or something, right? They took the commercials.
Oh
off the
dear.
air.
Oh no, she's not with us anymore.
No.
Way dead.
Yeah. Wow, she was a yikes. That is one face. Looks like Babe Ruth got hit with a baseball bat.
Oh, man. That's
Ugly.
She swindled a lot of people out of a lot of money.
Allegedly.
Born on this date. Are we done with Miss Cleo?
Yeah. I didn't know she had died. I
See ya.
Guess she saw it coming.
Hope she had her affairs in order.
Because if you're stupid enough to think that people can predict your future over a landline, no, cell phone, no,
Skype, that's the way to go.
that'll work. I'm not an idiot.
Born on this date in 1963, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, there's
Is he the I like big butts and I cannot
He
lie?
sure is. Yeah.
Anthony Ray is his real name.
Ray.
Tony Ray.
Anthony Ray. I never knew that, huh?
Happy birthday, Tony.
Related to Aruba Ray?
That's exactly right. Hey, my nephew Anthony.
Who knew?
He's not a knight.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Sir
He's
Mix-a-Lot.
not a real sir.
not a real sir.
Can you go ahead and declare yourself a sir without becoming a sir?
Yeah, sure.
I guess in the United States you can.
You can be a colonel, right?
You can? Yeah.
Can you?
Honorary title.
Colonel Parker.
Here we go.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
One of the great lyrics
Sure.
of all time. Thank you.
It's a
very
catchy tune,
much. Okay, now,
no matter how misogynistic it is.
He likes big butts.
Yeah, I know. You're right. He's celebrating them,
can't-
isn't he? Yeah.
It's a good ringer for your phone too to have that go off in public.
during a job interview.
That's one of the best scenes in yesterday where.
Up. Can't go there.
That is.
Up.
Have you seen
You guys are ruiners. You're going to ruin it.
Have you seen it yet?
No.
Get off your ass and go see it
Why
today.
don't you and Tom go together?
Oh, there you
I've
go.
been told I can't see it until unless it's with a specific person.
Oh.
She's at work right now.
How'd you see it without me? Ah, Christ. We'll never see it. That's what I say. You know, we'll never see it. That's how this works. Why
You'll
not
pass
just
a
say,
red box and be like, never going to
Have
see
you
it.
cheated on her yet
Just-
with any piece of
just look at me and
entertainment?
go, oh, by the way, we'll never see that. As opposed to, wait for me. Because what you mean is we'll never watch it.
This is going from starry eyes
By the way,
romantic
yes.
to
This
we'll
is-
never see the movie.
This is
I hope you're happy.
this is romance stage 3.
The reality stage is hit, finally.
what is
Stage
the
4, as Hastings would say, is the SWAT team's at the door.
Yeah. What is the last movie you saw together?
Toy Story 4, I think.
Okay.
That's in the theater, yeah.
Oh, you had to take the kid with
No
you.
kids. No kids.
No, yeah, no, there was, yeah.
So without kids, what was the last movie you saw?
We have not gone to the movies together. That was the only thing.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, can you hear the death knell?
But I can name all 4 movies I'm not allowed to go see.
So, you have never been to an adult
No.
Movie together.
Right.
You
She
might as
won't
well
let you go see.
You might as well just turn your phone off now.
Gosh.
We were watching a TV show. We watched episode 1.
Yeah.
I went, oh, I like this. She goes, you know what? I don't care for it. So I didn't know, foolishly, watched the rest of the series. Oh. How could you watch it? You hated it.
Josh, would you like me to babysit so you guys can go to a movie? I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
No, but you've raised this is the
Aunt
new.
Christy and Uncle Chick will come over and babysit.
This is the new cheating.
The new cheating.
This is the new cheating. Because if you are watching a show together,
It happened to me recently.
and you get off work early, you go home, and I think I'll watch the latest episode of Killing Eve. What? then you've got to pretend you didn't
haven't
watch
seen it before.
Although you're practically psychic, going, I bet she comes out of the room.
No, you can't lie about that. You got to admit it up front.
Oh, look, she does come
No,
out of the
I'm
room.
just. I got to put an end to it. I don't mean the whole relationship. I mean the.
You can see whatever
Hey,
movie
we need
you
to go
want.
see that. No. Nope.
That's
Mine, she'll always be like, "Oh, I fell asleep, and that's why it's 6 episodes deep." Right? And I'm like, "You fell asleep. You know all this stuff."
Because it has that watched thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can see.
know.
Is there
She's
a way
like,
to-
"Oh,
I
fell
demand to
asleep."
know if these words come out of your mouth. What's it to you? See if you could use that.
Here's what you do. You say, honey, I understand you really want to see this movie, but I know your time is limited. I have extra time. I'll go see it. And then if you want to see it, I would love to see it again with you.
No, that's not going to work.
It doesn't work.
I would
So
work
I've just
with-
got to be. I've got to put my foot down and go. No, none of this.
You're not going to put your foot down.
Isn't it true, Mr. Dr. Frankenstein? Isn't it true that one of your joys is going to the you're like me. You like to go to
and
the
I've
movies
got
by
it.
yourself.
Yeah, and I love going by myself, and I've got an AM. I've got the subscription
Right.
that I pay
Yes.
for every month. I can go see whatever movie I
Yes.
want.
3 a week. It's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay,
I
Mr.
can go see whatever movie I want. Yeah, that's
Mr. I'm
these four?
I'm my own man.
my own man.
Report back tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes.
Sounds
Go
like you're
see a
going
movie today.
You're going to see a movie today. It sounds like that's a positive step in the right direction.
I might go see all 4 of the movies.
There you go.
As soon as you get those gutters fixed.
Yes.
Oh.
Bobby